just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce Rhys to you, our new physio, Rhys Bubb, who joined us at the start of February. So we just got a Q&A session with Rhys, so I hope you enjoy and get to know a little bit more about Rhys. Welcome, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you tell us, where were you born?
So I was born in Alice Springs. Mum and Dad were missionaries working with MAF, so born in Alice Springs and then spent a lot of time in Papua New Guinea growing up. Dad being a pilot, flying around lots of different places in Papua New Guinea, so pretty epic place to spend a childhood. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And so how old were you when you came back to Australia?
I think I was about 10 when we came back to Australia.
Okay.
So.
And what led you to become a physio?
I was sort of wondering what to do at the end of year 12 for a little bit. Had a few different options, but I really liked the gym and talking to people, and that's sort of a natural path towards physiotherapy when you sort of combine those two things. So, and I really love it. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Made a good start. So come down and see Rhys if you've got any immediate physiotherapy needs or future. So whereabouts did you study your physio? Yeah,
so I studied in Victoria at Federation University. So I was part of the first cohort that uni ran of physiotherapy, which is really exciting. They did a really good job of keeping it sort of modern and evidence-based. That was very exciting. I graduated, or yet to graduate officially, but finished the course in November, just gone.
Yes. Yep. That's just the delay in universities holding their graduation ceremony. Rhys is fully qualified, fully registered, provider numbers can see any of you. So you said you've studied honours towards the end of the degree. Can you tell us what your honours involved?
Yeah, so my honours was a research project to sort of get that title. So what I sort of looked at was the referral patterns between physiotherapists and clinical exercise physiologists, and how they're referring back and forth to each other.
Yes.
And sort of what we found is there's probably not enough referral.
Yes.
And that's probably not so good for patients. So more research would be really good to create a framework for referral, so we know better how to refer and when, and for what patients and things like that. So more research required.
Okay. And so through your training, what areas of physiotherapy practice have you really enjoyed?
I like lots of different things. I like the general sort of physiotherapy side, but I'm definitely a bit of a sports nut. So I like anything to do with the gym, sports, muscular sort of things. But I like the problem solving aspect of each new person coming in through the door and trying to figure out what's going on, how to best help them. So a slightly convoluted answer, but I enjoy it all.
Yeah, good one.
Yep.
Okay, and how do you like to spend your spare time?
I do a lot of fitness and running and gym and things like that, as I've sort of said. But I like swimming and learning to surf and things like that as well.
Okay.
Also quite enjoy watching good movies.
Good movies. Okay. And so, away from the screen, have you read? What's the most recent book that you've read?
Yeah. So read the Bible. But probably. Read the Bible every day, but reading the anatomy textbook is probably the last actual book that I've sort of sat down and read bits of. So
very good.
A little bit nerdy, but
that's great. Good to be absolutely hallmark of what we do. So you need to know that well. So gym-wise, exercise, you've competed in powerlifting. Can you tell us what that is and how you went, where that was, what you've done?
So powerlifting is a sport of three different lifts, so squat, bench and deadlift, and you have 3 attempts at each lift to put up the greatest number or the greatest amount of weight that you can do, and then those 3 are combined together into a total. He who has the greatest total wins.
Right.
So I've been competing in powerlifting for 3 years, or a little bit over. And probably the highlight, I got to compete in the Junior World Championships. Managed to scrape 3rd, which was pretty epic. It was a fantastic experience, which is in Sydney. So happy that it was in Australia. All over the world, but that one was quite nice to be sort of on home turf. So I've lifted 236 kilo squat, 150 kilo bench, and a 280 kilo deadlift.
Fantastic. Okay, so we can all line up and Rhys can lift the rest of the clinic. If we need anyone for some heavy lifting, it's Rhys.
That's right.
What does a great weekend look like to you?
Lots of adventures and things really. I love, swimming in the ocean, learning to surf, doing a bit of fitness, and a little bit of relaxing as well. Yeah, nice even split.
Yeah, great. What's your favourite place that you've visited and why?
So I've seen a few different places. There was a pretty fantastic resort in Papua New Guinea at Madang, which is very nice sort of tropical ocean resort. I've done a lot of travelling around Australia as well. Spent some time in Western Australia in the Karajini National Park. Is particularly beautiful. But then, the bay is also lovely. Like, I don't know why anyone leaves to go on holiday anywhere else when you can live here. So
we've just had that promotion, haven't we?
What
if number one on tourism destinations? So this area, so
that's right.
Very good. So you're engaged to be married later in the year. How and where did you meet your fiance?
So my fiance, her family and my family both grew up in Papua New Guinea. So we sort of grew up together a little bit. Yeah. And then when we came back to Australia, we sort of lost contact for a little while. And then we sort of started to keep going to the same social events and weddings and different things. And we got talking properly after my sister's wedding, and it's gone from there. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Totally different tact. Most embarrassing thing that has happened to you?
Yeah. So in year 12, once upon a time, I was studying French. And I thought I was going really well. I thought I was pretty good at French. I could hold poor conversations, but I could sort of do it. I was like, I'm going all right. And I went to, it came time to do the exams and to do the oral exam. And I went in there and I think there was 3 assessors, and I sat down. I just completely froze. So it was like 15 minutes or something like that. And the first 5 minutes, didn't say a word. I couldn't understand what they were saying. I was just nervous, couldn't understand. And eventually they said in almost English, what's your favorite movie? And I just said Batman. I didn't even say Le Batman or anything like that. Just said Batman. But at least then I'd said something and I could progress from there.
Got the first words out.
Yeah.
Okay. That's any language exam is quite.
It's a stressful situation, but
absolutely. So from a sporting perspective, do you enjoy playing or watching any particular sports, and if so, who do you cheer for?
Yeah, so I used to play a little bit.
Stick with him through this, alright?
Yeah, still come and see me, even if you don't agree with my. No, so used to play a bit of cricket, so definitely the Australian cricket team. But I'm a Queensland supporter in the state of origin.
Yes.
I'm an Essendon supporter, loosely, just because I have a plane on there as their logo, and I like aviation.
Yeah.
So that doesn't run too deep, but they're probably the main ones.
We started off high and then we just kind of lost our audience as we went.
That's right. The views dropped off right at.
So lastly, where should people come for physio in Port Stephens?
Shameless plug to Nelson Bay Physiotherapy. We have a great team. Very excited to be a part of it, and the holistic way in which we go about treating and diagnosing and doing things that are specific to you, I think is fantastic and a great way to help you get better and live well.
Very good.
Extremely exciting to be a part of it.
Well, we're great and very happy to have Rhys here. So I'll give him a left-hand shake. This is a sign of his activity.
Yep.
But please come and see us. And we're proud to introduce Rhys to the team, and we look forward to you meeting him in the future. Thank you.